Today, we're going to be looking at the Chase Bliss Brothers analog gain stage. It's a drive pedal, and it's a distortion pedal, and it's a fuzz pedal, and a boost, and it's got two sides. There's a lot of knobs and dip switches and other switches on this thing, so you've got a lot of options with it, but it can also be very, very basic. So don't get freaked out when you're looking at it on our website and wondering what everything does. The sounds you heard at the front of the video there were just me setting the controls in the center and then playing some chords with each side on the drive setting. So you could hear what each of the two sides sounds like. So the left-hand side of the pedal, which sounds like this, you've got a JFET drive stage in there. And the right-hand side is IC based. So there's a few circuit differences and tonal differences between those. On each of the sides you have a boost mode, a drive mode, and a fuzz mode. So three modes on either side. So you can imagine the possibilities you can get just by setting, you might set your left side for a clean boost, and then the right-hand side for a really raucous fuzz, and anything in between. You can save presets within the pedal. You can get an external expression pedal to control parameters. You can use a pedal that Chase Bliss makes called a Faves, which saves even more presets and lets you cycle through. You can cascade one side, the left side into the other, or the right side into the left side. And there's even a parallel switch, so you can have fuzz on one side and drive on the other going at the same time if you want. So let's dive into some of the sounds. So I'm going to start with the left-hand side, which is the JFET circuit, on the drive control, and scoop around some of the EQ and the drive settings. That's a cool sound. I'm playing just through a little Fender Blues Junior, and that's kind of making it sound like a Marshall with a rat or something attached to it. Let's turn the gain up and see what happens. So there's plenty of gain on tap. Let's back it off a little and turn the tone knob down. That kind of gives you a really nice boutique sounding like overdrive, like you've turned a matchless amp up like. Really nice and touch sensitive. Yeah, it's cool. And I play with my fingers and it kind of cleans up and loses some of the high end. And then when I dig in with the pick, the harmonics kind of jump out. It feels really good to play. Let's compare that to the IC side. I'll dial in the exact same setting. Here it is on the drive mode. So already there's a bunch more presence. I'll just go back. What happens if we turn the tone knob up on that side? And that's pretty cool. I'll turn the gain up. Nice, so it's a bit more present and fizzy and feels a bit more pedal-like, whereas the other side feels a bit more amp-like. So let's check out the fuzz on the A side of the pedal. And the same setting on the B side. So it feels a bit more like a big muff on that B side there. A bit more mid-range presence on the A side. So it's a bit more scooped on the B side, which I kind of like. Let's dial the tone knob back and see if we can get even more of that big muff sort of. So it'll definitely satisfy people who like the Smashing Pumpkins. So let's leave that fuzz setting where it is, and I'm going to have it cascade so that B goes into A, and I'm going to set A onto a clean boost. So A is on a clean boost. Let's just hear what that sounds like on its own. Here's my dry signal, and here's the boost. So it's a pretty sizable boost. I'll just turn the gain down. So that's a bit of a, gives you a bit more clarity. And let's set, let's crank the gain a bit. So it gives me a little bit more sustain and clarity, and if I turn the tone knob higher on the boost side, that's when you really hear the difference. So turning the tone knob up gives you a boost in the upper mids and the highs, so get a lot more of the clarity that you lose from that B side of the fuzz. So if I was doing a verse section, and then it comes time for my solo and I step on the boost, yeah, it gives me a lot more. That's super useful. Let's check out how the IC boost sounds on its own. Here's the dry sound and the boost. So that's a heap of clarity. Not the most transparent boost, but just gives you more of everything you want from a boost. Same settings on the other side. So more full range on that side. So the A side to me feels like more body and warmth, and the right side feels like more upper mids and clarity. What do they sound like together? I'll flick the switch and have them cascade the other way, so B going into A. And you can get some pretty interesting sounds by combining the two sides. So we'll turn the gain up of side A. I'll turn the A side down and B side up. That's got this really nice spitting quality to it, and I'll just crank both the gains, turn the master down a bit. You can use the volume control on your guitar to clean it up. So that'd be a great always on setting, just using your guitar volume for your sort of cleaner sound. And then when you want to do a solo, turn your volume up. So that's it. That's the Chase Bliss Brothers analog gain stage. And it's available now at Turra Music.